Good morning all. I am Kavita, lecturer in computer applications in Government Degree College for Women, Khammam. Today we are going to see about the database connectivity in VB. This database connectivity in VB can be done by using the ADO-DB connection. ADO-DB connection, which is nothing but Active Data Object Database. ActiveX Data Object Database. We can also call it as an ActiveX Data Object Database. So, we can connect the database. We can connect the external database by using this ADO-DC or ADO-DB. So, the Visual Basic 6 obsoletes the previously used database access technology provided by JET. So this provides a new one known as ADO or Active Data Objects. We can also call it as an Active Data Objects. This technology allows users to access data easily from many existing databases. We can, by using this ADO, we can access the data very easily from the existing databases like Oracle, MS SQL Server, etc. So here ADO is a simple and allows programmers to provide flexible database front ends. So we can it allows the programmers to provide the databases. It allows the programmer to provide the databases. So here we are having in this one, before going to the connection, before going to connecting a database, first of all, we must know about the objects we are having. That means connection objects. So what is a connection object? This object represents an open connection to the data source. This connection can be local connection or can be across a network. It can be a local and connect across a network. For this connection object, we are having different properties and the methods. So the properties for this connection object are connection string, provider, connection timeout, command timeout, cursor location, and also more. So in the methods we are having is close method and the open method. These are the two methods that are applicable for this connection object. So if you want to give a connection object, if you want to give an object, connection object, then we can use the methods open or the close. So next object is the command object. Command object. The command object specifies a specific method to execute the data source accessed by an open connection. So it specifies the specific method to execute the data source accessed by the open connection. So by using the connection object, we will know the connection. Okay. So this command object is used to execute that particular database by using this open connection. By using the open connection, the properties and methods for this command object are. So the key properties and methods we are having command text and command type we are having. And the method we are having execute method. The method is the execute. Only one method we are having for this command object. Whereas in case of connection object, we are having two methods, open and the close. And next we are having the record set object. The record set object. The record set object represents a complete set of records from an database table in the database. I mean from a table in the database. It represents a complete set of records in a table. The record set object references only one record at a time as a current record. It references only one record. That record is a current record. So the key properties and methods for this record set object are, the properties are cursor location, cursor type, EOF and BOF. EOF is nothing but end of file, BOF is nothing but beginning of file, and we are having the fields, and next is the record count we are having. These are the different properties for this record set object. So and the different methods here we are having are add new is one of the method, close and open methods we are having. Move next, move first, move last, and move previous. These are the different methods we are having. Add new, open and close, move next, move first, move last, and move previous. So if you want to move the record, if you want to add the new record, we will use the method known as add new. If you want to move to the next record, move next. If you want to move to the first record, we will use the method known as move first. If you want to move to the last record, we will use the move last. And previous record means we will use the method known as move previous. These are the different methods that are associated with the record set object. So by using all these three objects, we can specify, we can gain the information about how to define and open a connection to a data source, how to decide what data we need from the data source, and define the command objects that will retrieve this data, and retrieve the data you require by executing the command objects, and manipulate the data using the record set objects. So by using all these three objects, we can gain this particular information. So what are the steps for this database connectivity? So I'm having one simple VB application. Here we have taken employee ID, and employee name is another field. We are having designation, address, salary, date of joining, phone number, and the email ID we are having. So this is about this VB application, and here we have taken command buttons: enable, update, delete, save, new, and exit. These are the different command buttons we are having, and this one is the previous, next, go first, and go last. These are the different command buttons we have taken for this one. So this is about this connectivity steps. The first step is open the particular VB application. So and next go to the components. Go to the components. In this components, in project menu, we will have the components. Select the components. In that one, choose Microsoft ADO Data Control 6.0. In that one, choose Microsoft ADO Data Control 6.0, that is OLEDB, Object Linking and Embedding Database. Object, OLE means Object Linking and Embedding Database. In that one, select Microsoft ADO Data Control 6.0 and press here apply and press here OK. So if you press here OK, that particular component will be added to our toolbox. So we can add, see here, in this one we are having ADO DC. That particular component will be added to our toolbox. In the previous session, previous classes, I told you whatever the controls that appear on the toolbox are called as an intrinsic controls. So like that, if you want, we can also add some more components to our to our toolbox. Those are called as an extrinsic controls. These are called as an extrinsic controls. These controls must be added. So we must go to the project menu and we must add these particular controls. So I have added this ADO DC control. This can be appeared on this toolbox. So here click on ADO DC. Click on the ADO DC and go to the properties. Click on the ADO DC control. So if you see here in our application, we can see at the last we can see the ADO DC control. So click that particular ADO DC control and go to the properties of this particular ADO DC. So in that one, if you go to the properties, we can see click on build. Click on build option there. Go to the properties and click on the build option. So in this build option, we are having the three options. We are having use data link file or use ODBC data source name or use connection string. We are having three options. So one is the use data link file, another one is the use ODBC data source name, Third one is the use connection string. The default we have selected here as use connection string. So here on that one you click on built. On that one we are having, you click on built. So after clicking that, so select Microsoft. In that one you select the driver, so our provider. In that one you select the provider. So Microsoft Jet 4.0 OLUDB provider, and click on the next button. You select that particular provider and click on the next button. So after clicking the next button, you select the database and test the collection. So whatever database you want to attach to it, you select that particular database and test the connection. Just you click it here, test the connection. So from here, the copy connection string. So you copy the particular connection string. You copy the connection string and click here OK. So or otherwise directly it can be copied into particular place. Directly it can be copied to the particular place, and you can click here OK. You can click here OK. So like that we can establish a connection. We can establish a connection. So before going to this one, so if you want to establish a connection through the programming, you can write a small programming code like dim con as new ADODB dot connection. So dim is nothing but dimension. We are assigning a connection, new connection, ADODB connection. So ADODB dot connection, and next we have taken another con is the new connection name we are giving here, and dim rs, this is the variable rs as new ADODB record set. If you want to maintain the record set, we will use the variable known as rs. We are defining a variable known as rs for this particular record set. And next we are defining dim cmd as new ADODB command. So the command button, if you want to, we are assigning a cmd variable to this particular ADODB command. We are having three variables, con, rs and cmd. So private sub form load, whenever the program, whenever a particular application, if you run an application, the form load will be executed first. So con dot connection is equal to provider is equal to whatever the provider that we have given the name, we must specify here. Provider is equal to Microsoft dot jet dot OLE DB 4.0. So whatever the data source is nothing but name of the database. Data source is equal to C. In C drive we are having in documents and settings, in that one in administrator, in that one in desktop, in that one we are having the database known as employee. The full path we must specify here. We must specify the provider name, and also we must specify the path of the particular database that we want to link up. Okay. Next, con dot, we are opening the connection, con dot open. By using this open method we are opening the connection. So rs dot open, select asterisk from employee. We are selecting all the data, all the records from this particular employee. Asterisk is nothing but selecting all the records. So select asterisk from employee connection and open dynamic lock optimistic, and also, and here we are command dot active connection is equal to con. The connection should be con. Whatever connection we have given here, it will be active in mode. It will be active in mode. Like that we can establish a connection through this particular program. We should write this particular program in form load. We should write it in the form load. And also here we must specify the fields also. So to specify the fields we will write like this. So here we are having one text box. In this previous slide we have seen text blocks id is equal to rs dot, the first field we are having. So actually the array will start from 0. So that's why we are giving here field 0. So text box name is equal to rs dot field 1. Text box designation, text designation is equal to rs dot field 2. Text address is rs dot field 3, and salary is rs dot field 4, and the date of joining we have taken in the field 5, and phone number we have taken in the field 6, and email we have taken in the field 7. So whatever data that we have taken will be given in the form of a text box. We have given in the form of a text box. It will display the data in that particular text box. So these are the records we are having in this particular employee database. So like that we can maintain the connection, we can make the connection. So this is about this ADO-DC. So after that, if you want to not only with ADO-DC, we can also maintain a connection with flex grid control also. In a flex grid control, by using this flex grid also we can maintain the connection in VB. So if you want to use this flex grid instead of this ADO-DB, then similarly we must go to the components. So it will be present in the project menu. Go to the project menu, select the components. So in that one, choose Microsoft Flex Grid Control 6.0 from the components and select here OK. After selecting this Flex Grid Control from toolbox, this particular Flex Grid Control can be appeared on the toolbox. Okay, so it will be dropped into that particular form. You just drag and drop into the form that we have taken. So in this one, a data tool from the toolbox and drop it into the form table. We will drop it into the form table. So select the data source property of Flex Grid. You select the data source property of this Flex Grid as data 1. You select the data source property of Flex Grid as data 1. So here you choose the database name from the data tool property. In this one you choose the database name. So after keeping it as a data 1, you choose the database name. So previously we have taken our database name as employee. So the same, whatever database name you want, you choose in that particular property field. So after choosing your database which you want to use, just we can choose the database which you want to use. And next choose the record set property of data tool. So after choosing the database, then you choose the record property. You choose the record property of this particular database. So after choosing this record set property of this database tool, next you select the record set will be shown in a Flex Grid control. So if you want to see the record property as selected publishers or title authors or tiles or all titles, if you want to see, we can select this data record set properties. Whatever the selected record set will be displayed on the screen in the Flex Grid control in the form of a Flex Grid, So like that we can use the Flex Grid. Similarly, we can also use the data grid instead of the Flex Grid also. We can also use the data grid instead of the Flex Grid. In the first we have used the control known as ADO-DB control, and next we have used the Flex Grid. Now we will see about this data grid. So similarly, if you want to keep the data grid control on the toolbox, first of all go to the project and select the components. In that you select this. In that you select the Microsoft Data Grid Control 6.0 OLE DB. After selecting this, plus here OK. So the select data grid from the toolbox and drop it on the form. So we can select the data grid control. We can see the data grid control on the toolbox and you drop it onto the form. So and go to the here, go to the ADO-DC properties. So similarly we can go to the ADO-DC properties. Directly data control can be seen like this. So which is nothing but data control is nothing but a ADO-DC. Directly we can go to this ADO-DC, which is nothing but data control. Right click here and go to the properties of this particular ADO-DC. So after going to the properties of this ADO-DC, you select the provider. So Microsoft Jet 4.0 ILE DB provider, you select this particular provider and click here. Okay. So after selecting this provider and select the database name here, similarly in the ADO-DB control, similarly like that of in the ADO-DB control, select the database name and here after selecting the database name, test the connection. After selecting the database name, you test the connection and click here OK. So go to the record source and select command type as command table. Go to the data source and select the command type as 2AD CMD table, 2AD CMD, second or 2AD CMD table. We will have the table like that, 2AD CMD table, and click on here table, and click on here table name we want to select. That means so if you want to use the employee table, you give here employee table. If you want to use the student table, you select it as a student table, select it as a student table. And here after selecting it, just select data source from the data grid properties. So go to the properties, in that one you select the data source as ADO-DC1. So whatever the data control we have kept here, you select here data source. So the data source is nothing but from which source we are getting this particular data, we must specify here. I am using here ADO-DC, that is data control. So that's why I am giving data source as data control, which is nothing but ADO-DC1. You select this ADO-DC1 control. So after selecting it, if you run the application, we can see the data grid control like this. We can see whatever the fields that we have selected there that are present in the employee table, that can be seen in a data grid control, that can be seen as a data grid. Okay, like that we can use this particular connectivity objects. We can use this particular, we have seen about this ADO-DC control, flex grid, and also the data grid. So these are the different controls that can connect the databases in Visual Basic. So in next class we will see some other database connectivity tools. So thank you one and all.